We're going to be looking at the KNIPEX 1372-8. So these are cable strippers, a little bit different to some of their older models. A lot of people have been picking this up in some of my recent videos, which is why I thought I'd run through it. These I don't utilize too much as I am an electrician in the commercial field in Australia. And realistically, we're usually using our normal pliers like these ones here because we can both strip the outer insulation, inner insulation, and also twist. But I do know a lot more industrial guys apparently use these. I don't know how many domestic guys are going to be jumping onto these. I could probably imagine probably less than even commercial. So let's run through some of the features that I really do like from these pliers and see if it's something that you could use out in the field. So one of the bigger changes that I do like with these pliers compared to some of the older models is the wider head. As you can see, it's fairly close to your normal pair of pliers. These ones run at about 10 millimeters, where the other ones are around 13. So whether you're trying to grab cables with the end, you're trying to grab fish tape, or even you're wanting to still twist, I struggled to sort of get used to the twisting with these pliers, mainly because they're spring loaded. As you can see, they'll automatically open. It's hard to get used to. Some guys might like it. I'm not a huge fan. I do think if you're using these full-time just as strippers, I may get used to that. But as an overall pair of pliers that I could use on the daily, I really did struggle. I tried to use these for quite a few weeks and I just couldn't get used to it. Then we get to the cutters. Absolutely love the cutters. They are like a cross cut, a lot more aggressive compared to most of your other pliers. You can see it's got a few extra sort of like, I don't know how to explain it, other bits there, which absolutely carves up any bit of cabling. Got a bit of 6mm, just as easy. Can't wait to clean that up later. And we'll even go a bit of 10mm orange circ. And this is where it sort of gets a little bit harder. As you can see, you've really got to open those up a long way to get the cutters around them. But once you're on them, it does slice it up well. So that's one sort of downside about them. For instance, if we go back to the 6mm, so that's sort of open to a fair extent. You've really got to push it that little bit more just to get the 6mm. It's not too bad, but I do think that they could have opened those up a lot more. Might have made it a little bit easier. They might have their reasons, but that's just sort of my thinking. And we look at the strippers, which is the main part of these realistically. It goes from 20 gauge, which is 0.9 millimeters, right up to 10 gauge, which is 3.2 millimeters. So if you're going to 4 millimeters, trying to strip that, it's not really gonna work. I haven't got any 4mm here, but if we use this 6mm, it's just gonna butcher it. So that's definitely unfortunate that it doesn't go up to 4 or 6mm, because 4mm is definitely used quite a lot in commercial. But if you're getting into that finer stuff, it does go down to 0.9, which is 20 gauge. If we go to a bit of 2.5mm, the stripper is absolutely fantastic. I do highly rate the strippers. Nice clean cut, no damage on the copper whatsoever. And then like a lot of the KNIPEX gear, you have got the screw cutters on the side here. So if we throw this one in, as you can see, it's in there. Nice easy cut, and it's definitely a nice clean cut. That's a little annoying. Usually I use a little bit of 3-in-1 oil rather than the WD-40. I find it lasts a lot longer, but haven't done these ones in a while. There we go, that's better. Then lastly, I know a lot of Aussies are going to ask if we can strip it like we can with the normal pair of pliers. And the case is you can. I have done it, but I do not recommend it just because of that part there is just so aggressive that the likelihood of actually damaging the cable is quite high. So I did a fairly good job, I think, on that one. But as you can see, you're gonna cut it there. Cross cuts are already hard enough, especially if you haven't used a lot of them. And these are just way too lethal. Let's give it another go. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Look at that. Absolutely destroyed. So you could do it, but highly not recommended, yeah. Please do let me know what you think, what you thought of my thoughts on this. And if you have any other information or things you want me to go over on plier reviews, hit me up, let me know. But until next time, I'm Matt. I'll catch you later.